So gentlemen, welcome. It's the Indo-American Arts Council, we all know, has been there for 20 years. It was under Arun Shivdasani. She recently retired. Dr. Mattoo, you took over. You have a new vision to move it to the next dimension, to the next level. So share with us, because the Indo-American Arts Council has always been supportive of all the artistic disciplines from the Indian subcontinent, and promoting it through a lot of outreach activities, whether it's a film festival or paintings or art or music, classical dance forms, everything on the artistic umbrella. So tell us where you want to see IAAC now.
As you just mentioned, that IAAC is a well-known, established organization with very firm roots, and Arun Shivdasani had done wonderful work with it for the last 20 years. And just kept on growing, and is known every place. And when Sunil called me one day that she was retiring and she may even close the organization down, and that this wonderful organization needs to survive because it brings a lot to Indian community, maybe more based in Manhattan, but overall to New York, whether through its dance festivals or movies or art festivals. So, and they have done good work for all these years. So we want to, first of all, understand the organization, because we have recently joined the organization and taken over. And then understand how it has been functioning so far. What are the qualities, good qualities, and what are the limitations that it has. And then bring it to the next level. And next level means get more involvement from people. We want to hear from people, the community and the audience in general, that what do they also want to see this organization do. We will have our own vision, we'll have our own, you may use the word agenda, we'll do film festival this way or art festival this way. At the same time, we also want people to talk to us and tell us what do they think they want to have. And often the limitations is money and other things to take them to the next level. But the board that we are developing and the people who have shown a lot of enthusiasm to be part of it, hopefully will make sure that it has enough funds and it goes to the next level, so we can nurture already established artists and some new ones also, the young ones that are here. So we want to have a platform for artists and writers and movie producers of Indo-Americans who are born here and raised here, and also from different parts of India. So we'll cast a wider net, and hopefully with the support of the community and support of all these bright people, we'll do all right.
Sunil, Hali ji, you obviously are from the from the media, so you know how to do outreach, how to really promote and create that awareness, like I'm doing here right now. So tell us, there were activities like we had the Writers' Month, we had the film festival, the folk dances or the paintings. So it was all there. The artistic disciplines were manifested through those different activities. How you're going to, as the executive director, streamline those activities in a way that people remember?
So what we have done is, as it was mentioned earlier, that there is a top level, there is a chairman. He has a vision. Then his partners, that's the board. Board is two-tier. So you have an executive board and then there is an advisory board. And it's that both the members on both sides are equally competent, but it's just that the time commitment on the advisory is not as much, but their ideas, their contributions will, then the management, which is at my level, then you go to the next level of a staff. Typically, IAAC was run by volunteers and interns, but we feel that we need to bring people into the team as full-time, as I call working partners and you call them employees, because they need to have a stake in the organization. They should be looking for a career here. You may start at a lower level, but you need to be a general manager at some point. You need to be administrative manager at some point. You need to be a creative manager at some point. So we have that level, and then below that there are people who come to us for interns. So these are the people who will be committing clear time with us. And then there is an ocean of volunteers that have been there and will continue to be there. So when you look at this multi-tier organization with volunteers, interns, staff, management, advisory, executive board, and the chairman, you have a clear structure in an organization which is a typical pyramid, not a flat organization. That leads us to the ambition of taking IAAC to the next level, which is go beyond the barriers of Hudson, go beyond the barriers of East River. Look at rest of the country. We are not just in 2 or 3 DMAs. We are happening everywhere. So we already started talking to other regions, including Midwest. We are talking to these organizations which are doing similar work. I just got a request yesterday from Brazil, which is part of Americas. So they want to have an IAAC in Brazil, and it's one of the most important markets today.
Yes.
You look at Dallas, you look at Houston, you look at Austin now. This girl is approached, and they've been doing in their own ways, but they see IAAC as a national umbrella organization. So if you bring an Anupam Kher play here, it doesn't have to be only done for us. It can do a national tour.
Mr. Kaul, you want to add on to what both of them have said just now?
Yeah, the fundamental thesis remains that the Indian aesthetic experience was evaluated by Professor Sheldon Pollock as India's greatest contribution to humanity. The aesthetic framework, the rules that govern it, and the chamatkara experience that school of aesthetics creates. That promise doesn't exist anywhere. It's also a framework that promises in its highest state bliss and peace. It's a creation of beauty that is sorely needed in a contemporary world, which is becoming darker and uglier because of divisions, whereas Indian culture is all about synthesis and union. So our mission is to showcase this culture through its musicians, through its artists, through its dancers, through its writers, through its theater. I want an experience that Bharata, who wrote Natya Shastra, the seminal book described as the 5th Veda. I want us to create an experience that if he came from 300 BC and landed in New York, he would say.
Wow. Awesome. So share your narrative with IAAC, and the website is iaac.us. And we hope that collectively, individually of course, but collectively the organization goes to dizzying heights, which we really want at this point of time. And as I said, I think this word art seduces. I think that's what's going to be basically something that will attract and captivate your audiences all over in the Americas. Thank you very much, Sunil Hali, the Executive Director, Dr. Mattoo, the Chair, and Mr. Rakesh Kaul, the Vice Chair for IAAC. And I'm Renee, Mehra. Thank you so much for watching the Renee Report.
Time for another short break. Stay with us in Vision of Asia. We'll be right back.